In this video, we're going to be looking at the AreTheStraightsOk subreddit. I've been meaning to do a video about this for a long time because I feel like they kind of just, not every post there, some of the posts are like some dude literally posting about like, oh my god, I want to beat my girlfriend, so obviously that straight guy is kind of weird. But some of these posts are like, oh hey, wow, I saw a pretty dress today and I think my girlfriend should wear it. And then all the comments on r/r/straightsok are just gonna be, oh my god, you don't own her, you don't own your girlfriend, you can't tell her what to wear, when it's just meant to be a wholesome post. You know what I mean? Anyways, this video is gonna be about people who just hate on straight people any chance they get, even if it's unfair. Here's an example of what I mean by they just don't understand satire or humor. They just, like, you know what I mean? They thought that was completely 100% serious. Santa watching me write 10 out of 10 goth baddie on the nice list? Sexualization of goth women is so gross. What the fuck? Hey, they never specified gender. I'd take a 10 out of 10 goth man any day of the week. My bi-poly ass will take both, to be honest. My ass will take both. My ass will take what I could get. So you're saying that it's okay to sexualize goth people if you're not straight. So you're saying you'll get upvotes and all this saying sexualization is bad, but the minute you're not straight, you can sexualize people. Okay, so I wanted to point out this other set of comments. These comments under the same post. So for this first comment, I'm not really reading it because it's pretty true, but I'm reading the second one because it's pretty, like, what the fuck is this? So the first comment is essentially just saying, in short, people like this is why I never call myself goth and hesitant to go out to goth clubs, because the last time I went it was so full of creepy guys willing to fulfill some fetish. But focusing on this second comment, ooh, like being a hashtag gamer girl. Guys say they want a gamer girlfriend, but then act weird when you play 12 hours of BG3 without, which I don't remember. I think that's Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not sure. I'm not into that game, so I wouldn't know. Baldur's Gate 3 without showering and eating only almonds and string cheese. They really just want a goth girl that's all kinky and will listen to them play their shitty cover of Just Like Heaven. And a gamer girl that sits and watches them play games and will listen to them talk about COD. They don't want actual sentient beings with their own desires. They want sounding boards that look cute. But hey, sometimes you luck out and get a partner that wants to have a good-hearted debate over which Behemoth album is actually best and will sit next to you while you both binge Hollow Knight and ignore our imploding planet together. Holy shit, this girl probably has like some kind of problem. Like, what does she mean that they want a gamer girl that watches them play games? Everyone knows that if you want a gamer girl, you want a gamer girl to play games with. This isn't hard to understand. I am sure she has some weird trauma she needs to work out with one of her past boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. Now I think would be a good time to mention that they have this rule in the subreddit that just says, oh, you can't say it's a joke. Basically, like, don't hijack things with saying it's a joke. And we know the original poster found it funny. It's almost like they're self-aware that they know their subreddit is basically just not understanding a joke and then accusing someone of being homophobic. Not homophobic, but they understand their subreddit is like not understanding a joke and then being like, lol, straight people make their wives slaves and they hate their boyfriends. Oh my god. If I ever catch one of these plastic demons in my daughter's toy room, I will perform an exorcism with water and a flamethrower. The only acceptable pony is a porcelain one in a gown, sitting silently on a shelf, waiting for Papa to tell her she's pretty. These horse girls are grooming young girls for independence, immodesty, careers, and worst of all, feminism. Cartoons is just feminist propaganda. Anything with a glowing rectangle is a portal to hell, wearing Apple branding. The second a woman touches a screen, she stops belonging to the man who keeps her alive. She starts belonging to 1,000 invisible men who will never bleed for her. One notification and her eyes leave him. One swipe and her mind is in another room, another city, another bed. She will never admit she imagined. What? Oh, I read that properly. Anyways, one scroll and she is comparing the hands that feed her to the hands that type lol under thirst traps at 2 a.m. Unpopular opinion. Shoujo anime is a Japanese psyop designed to create future divorces. Shoujo anime is propaganda. As you can see, these people aren't the brightest tools in the shed. They could see someone post a meme about, like, oh my god, I put my girlfriend on a fucking anchor and then sunk her into the ocean because she didn't like my shirt. And then they'll think it's an actual real post, and then they'll start being like, oh my god, somebody should call the police. Like, holy fucking shit, dude. And, like, they're so dramatic over every little thing. It's, like, insane. Will you date me? I want a man, not a boy. 15 years later. I'll give you a chance now. Nah, I'm good. What's their obsession with big age gaps and dating people who are practically teenagers? That's completely devoid of any reality. Majority of relationships are between age peers, lol.
The reality where they wish they could fuck teenagers, presumably.
When I was 26, a 19-year-old asked me out. Made me feel like a creep, lol. It doesn't stop! I went out with my friends a few weeks ago, and a 19-year-old had snuck into the bar and asked out my bestie. She's 35 years old! When I got home from work one day, like noon, I saw someone who looked like a high schooler wandering the parking lot, and so asked him if he had left school or whatever. Maybe locked out of the home, I don't know. He was 19, then proceeded to ask for my phone number, lol. I was 30. Kids out here wildin'. I was DMing a guy. He casually mentioned being in undergrad. I didn't want to make assumptions, so I asked how old he is. 20? A child? I told him that wasn't gonna work for me, as I'm 31. He told me, I don't mind. Like, buddy, I'm sure you don't, but I do. When I was like 21 or 22, I went on a date with a 18-year-old. Big mistake. Never did that again. Honestly, felt like I was a babysitter. Yeah, the age gap might be small, but big difference at where we were in life. This subreddit has some kind of problem with, like, if you're above 18 and 5 years older than someone, or even like 4 years older than someone, somehow that you're predatory, and that, I don't know, I don't understand. It's like, I'm sure they would not like it if I made a subreddit, or if anyone made a subreddit said, are the gays okay? And then it's literally just a 20-year-old dating a 30-year-old. Like, I could guarantee you that is not predatory in any way, but these people like to be dramatic and say this all the time. I had a lot more planned for this video, but this is already about to be like a 15-minute video already. Like, if I just continue, because I saved way too many posts. So, I might do a part two. I'm not sure. But for now, this is going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave your feedback and all that. I'm gonna make a public Discord server when I reach 100 subscribers. And goodbye.